Have you ever wondered what lies beyond our final breath? It's a question that has puzzled humanity since the dawn of time. The mystery of death, the uncertainty of what comes next. It's a conundrum that has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and writers alike. In a world where technology is advancing at a rapid pace and our understanding of the universe is continually evolving, the question remains, what happens after we die? Enter the realm of science fiction, a genre that pushes the boundaries of our imagination and dares to explore the unknown. It's here we find some of the most fascinating theories and possibilities about life after death. From the concept of an afterlife in distant galaxies to the idea of reincarnation in alternate dimensions, science fiction offers a myriad of intriguing possibilities. Let's dive into the world of science fiction to discover the potential scenarios of what might happen after we die. Science fiction often imagines the afterlife as a new beginning, a different existence. It's a genre that dances at the edge of the impossible, dipping its toes into the pool of the unknown, and the afterlife is certainly a mystery that has intrigued humanity for centuries. In the realm of science fiction, the afterlife is often depicted as a virtual reality simulation. Think about it, a digital utopia where you can live out your wildest dreams forever. It's an intriguing concept, isn't it? A perfect example of this is the novel Permutation City by Greg Egan, where copies of human consciousness are uploaded into a digital realm to live eternally. Another popular theme in science fiction is the exploration of alternate dimensions. Here, the afterlife isn't a static place of rest or reward, but rather an entirely new plane of existence. It's like stepping through a door and finding yourself in a world that's familiar, yet utterly different. The Long Earth series by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter wonderfully explores this idea, where an infinite number of parallel Earths exist side by side. On occasion, science fiction also presents the afterlife as a place of rebirth or evolution. In Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End, humans transform into a higher form of life after death, joining a cosmic overmind. This idea of the afterlife being not just an end but also a new beginning is a fascinating departure from traditional beliefs. Lastly, we can't forget about the notion of time loops, where the afterlife is essentially a replay of life over and over again. This concept of eternal recurrence gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, history repeats itself. As we can see, the afterlife in science fiction is often a continuation of life, just in a different form. It's a realm where human consciousness is not snuffed out, but rather transformed, evolved, or even looped. The only limit is the imagination of the author, and in science fiction, that's a boundary that's constantly being pushed. Another fascinating concept that science fiction explores is reincarnation and time loops. This idea challenges our linear perception of time and our understanding of life and death. Reincarnation, as depicted in science fiction, often involves a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It's a concept that transcends the physical realm and ventures into the spiritual. In essence, it suggests that our consciousness, our very essence, can survive death and be reborn in a new form. This new form can be anything from a different human being to an alien life form on a distant planet. This idea of cyclic existence paints a picture of life as an infinite journey of learning and growth. On the other hand, time loops present a slightly different perspective. Imagine being stuck in a loop, repeating the same period of your life over and over again. The same day, the same hour, even the same minute, reliving the same experiences with no memory of the previous loop. It's like a cosmic version of the movie Groundhog Day. These time loops challenge our understanding of time as a linear progression from past to future. Instead, they propose a reality where time is cyclical and the past, present, and future are intertwined in a never-ending loop. So, what are the philosophical implications of these ideas? Well, reincarnation and time loops both suggest a kind of immortality, but in very different ways. Reincarnation implies a spiritual progression and evolution, a journey towards enlightenment. Time loops, on the other hand, suggest a kind of eternal recurrence, a perpetual cycle of repetition. These concepts also provoke us to ponder the nature of our existence. Are we bound by the constraints of time and space? Or is there more to our existence than what meets the eye? Could our lives be part of a grand cosmic cycle of birth, death, and rebirth? Or are we trapped in an endless loop of time, destined to repeat our lives ad infinitum? Reincarnation and time loops challenge our conventional understanding of life and death, offering a different perspective. They invite us to question, to explore, and to venture beyond the boundaries of our known reality. And in doing so, they expand our minds to the vast and infinite possibilities of the universe. Imagine if we could cheat death by uploading our minds to a computer. Sounds like science fiction, right? But let's dive deeper into this fascinating concept. Mind uploading, also known as whole brain emulation, is the hypothetical process of scanning and mapping a biological brain in detail and copying its state into a computer system or another computational device. The computer would then run a simulation model of the brain's information processing such that it responds in essentially the same way as the original brain and experiences having a conscious mind. Artificial intelligence plays a crucial role in this process. Advanced AI systems could potentially be used to interpret the data from our brains, replicate our memories, and even simulate our personalities in the digital realm. We could exist in a virtual world free from the constraints of our physical bodies. However, this brave new world is not without its ethical quandaries. If we upload our minds to a computer, are we still us? Is the digital copy a new entity or a continuation of the original? If both exist at the same time, which one is the real you? These questions delve into the philosophical realm, challenging our notions of identity, consciousness, and existence. Moreover, what happens if our digital self-awareness falls into the wrong hands? There's a risk of hacking, manipulation, and misuse of this digital consciousness. Hence, it's not just a technological challenge, but also a socio-ethical one. In conclusion, while the idea of mind uploading is enthralling, it's still largely speculative and faces numerous scientific, technological, and ethical hurdles. However, it does open up a new dimension in our understanding of life, death, and what lies beyond. The idea of mind uploading raises many questions about identity, consciousness, and what it truly means to be alive. Now, we have explored some intriguing scenarios of what might happen after death as imagined in science fiction. We've journeyed through the concept of an afterlife, reincarnation, time loops, and even the mind-boggling possibilities of artificial intelligence and mind uploading. But what about you? What ideas and theories do you harbor in the recesses of your imagination? Could we be reborn into another body, another time, another dimension? Or perhaps our consciousness could be transferred to a digital realm, free from the limits of our physical existence. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll discover an entirely new realm beyond our comprehension. So let's dive into the realm of speculation and conjecture. What's your take on the afterlife? How would you envision the journey beyond the final breath? Is there a particular theory that resonates with you or one that you find utterly implausible? What do you think? Could any of these sci-fi scenarios become reality? We hope this journey into the unknown has piqued your curiosity. Like a daring spacecraft, we've delved into the thrilling prospects of life after death using science fiction. The concepts of reincarnations, time loops, mind uploading, advanced AI, and alternate dimensions have all been traversed. These notions, fantastical as they seem, help us probe the enigma of life and death. Our exploration doesn't terminate here. There's a vast cosmos of science fiction yet to be charted. If you found this journey enlightening, hit the like button, share and subscribe to never miss our expeditions. In our next video, we'll traverse the boundaries of our universe, venturing into parallel universes and multiverses. We'll contemplate life in realms where physics laws differ, and if alternate versions of ourselves could exist there. Join us again as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of science fiction. Until then, keep wondering, keep imagining.